for UCC ODR Day 1. I made my debut here 3 years ago now, did horrible. And then second year out here, just had some driver errors. Last year, came out here, dominated the whole field, came home with a win. So maybe we can have some of that luck this weekend. Fingers crossed. So we did a spool up, everything seems to be doing good. Rudy's, we didn't have a Rudy's because it rained. But we also had a ton of issues and the car never even left the pit. So, got a new set of heads on it. We're running cast heads like you would on a normal Duramax pickup truck that you drive every day. Got those on, everything's running great. Spool up was nice. We just are checking little things like line pressure for the trans brake, torquing the wheels down, filling up the fuel, just itty bitty little things. No work this weekend. Johnny Jr. said the track was a little cold, but we got UCC guys going out before us. Ralph is gonna spray again. It is a beautiful day. I think this is the best weather I've ever experienced in Indy before. So should be a good day for some good numbers for everybody.
And what do you like about UCC as far as the event in comparison to other events?
There's just a lot going on. My dad used to compete. He competed back in 2017, 2018. So I remember coming here as a kid and just watching everything that was going on. And that was when it was just UCC by itself. And now we have Firepunk's Outlaw Diesel Revenge along with it. So it's just, we got drag racing on both sides today. So ODSS and UCC is running. We got sled pools later tonight. We got a burnout pit later tonight. There's just so much stuff going on. There's a huge vendor midway. And there's tons of people here. Who doesn't like people watching us?
Diesel Dragsters.
Oh boy, so much happened in Q1. First time at the line, we went up there, lit the first bulb, spooled perfectly fine, hit the bump, and we rolled through the beams. Like normal, we backed it up, Try it again. Second time we tried, it just would not spool. It was not happy. Little overheated, whatever. So we backed off the track and let Jared and Michael go. Michael went down the track. Jared had a set of problems as well, so he backed off again. We got a second try, or third try, I guess, and I just double balled myself so I could get a number on the board with the weather coming in tomorrow. I guess everything went fine. Went 404 at 171. Had a little bit of some trans fluid on the tires, so I started spinning out there, but not bad for a first pass.
It sounded like you were out of it a little early too.
I was, just because I was spinning. I hit the rev limiter, I saw red lights on the dash. At that point, I saw the timing tower, so I knew I was at least somewhere close to crossing the line. So yeah, let out a little early, obviously the speed's down, but ET's not bad. Basically, I spun, and that was because trans fluid was all over the tires. So pulled the tires off, we cleaned them, most importantly for one, to get all the excess fluid off, and also to get a better look at the transmission. Drain the catch can, checking the gears, making sure everything's good to go, and then now we're gonna actually start it and go through the gearbox, make sure we have plenty of trans fluid, because believe it or not, trans fluid can have a play in a lot of things. So when you have too much, it causes issues like that. When you don't have enough, then you know you might lockup might not work. It's catch-22. So tires are back on, so we're gonna finagle just the smallest amount of things and basically go try to do the same thing. Andre fixed with the timing and the converter for the bump so that I have that, because that's essential on race day. Clean her up, we're gonna spool, maybe, I think, but yeah, go out and repeat. Maybe do better. If not, try to be the same.
Supposed to. The RPMs were upstairs. It was supposed to start locking down, and it didn't.
Come to find out, it wasn't a simple fluid on the tires scenario. We went to go do our normal routine, go through the gearbox, spool up, and I went to go click it into first, and nothing happened. It didn't move, it didn't budge, so long story short, I snapped the input shaft. Thank God for Carter, Luke from SNS's son. He actually had a Rosler that he just got for a car that he's building, and it was the same exact spline, input shaft, everything. So he brought it here, let us destroy it, take it apart. We took his spline and shaft out and dropped it right into mine. Got it in there about 1:30 last night. Started it up this morning, and I have first gear. The radar is looking a little wet at 11:30 today, so it would be great if the weather would hold out and we could, but I mean, we didn't drive all this way to make one pass and work 12 hours on a transmission for nothing, so might as well just stick it out if it does rain, so. Yesterday was a washout. It's like Rudy's 2.0, but we're not flooded anymore. Track is dry, things are progressing, things are moving. So now we are on to round 2. Round 1, I had Jared. Cordova had a bye, broke the tree. Jared's working on a new clutch setup, so we kind of, talked our bullshit out. Staging procedure went actually well, especially because we were kind of dependent on him because we want to give him a grace period like he has given us over the years. And then just unfortunately, he wasn't able to stay in it, so he rolled through the beams. I waited till the tree dropped, green light, go. ended up shaking, just coasted down to the bottom end, so we're on to round 2. This morning I was definitely not optimistic about how quick they were going to get the track dry. The staging lanes had puddles in them, like it was very wet around here. Sun came out and I was sweating, and now it's right back to being pretty nice. Lots of cloud cover though, but temperature-wise, it's good.